soundscape at 2 a.m. You're flipping through the heavy black sketchbook. I'm shining my flashlight right onto the page. We're staring at a rough draft of a brand new world. Cool city wind keeps blowing the papers around. I press the coffee mug down to hold the corner still. Yellow street lights humming down below. We're speaking in a language nobody else knows. I look at the notes written in the margins, locking the grid in place. We're putting the colors right where they belong, right where they belong. Spinning the focus ring right on the lens. You're drawing the best route on the map. We're filling the empty space with the brilliant light. Watching the hard drive blinking in the dark. We're perfectly aligned right here in this room. Yeah, we're capturing the exact frame. Passing the iced tea back across the rug. You're dropping the files right into the folder. We're cutting all the rough edges out, smoothing every transition till it glides. We don't have a fancy studio wall, but I'm proud of exactly what we built. Yellow street lights humming down below. We're speaking in a language nobody else knows. I look at the notes written in the margins, locking the grid in place. We're putting the colors right where they belong, right where they belong. Spinning the focus ring right on the lens. You're drawing the best route on the map. We're filling the empty space with the brilliant light. Watching the hard drive blinking in the dark. We're perfectly aligned right here in this room. Yeah, we're capturing the exact frame. Nobody's handing us a golden key. We're picking the heavy, lock ourselves. I'm standing right next to the very best. Hit the export button. Putting the colors right where they belong, right where they belong. Spin the focus ring right on the lens. You're drawing the best route on the map. We're filling the empty space with the brilliant light. Watching the hard drive blinking in the dark. We're perfectly aligned right here in this room. Yeah, we're capturing the exact frame. We're capturing the exact frame.
Wiping the dry erase marker off the glass. You're pinning the character designs to the corkboard. I'm twisting the dial on the light meter twice. We're folding the wire maps across the dashboard. Desk fan rotating, blowing a sticky notes around. I'm reading the dialogue entirely out loud. The rhythm is catching inside these studio walls. We're finding the melody hidden in the noise. I watch the waveform stretching across the screen, feeling it settle into place. We're shaping the absolute best design tonight. Best design. Watching the colors blend perfectly clear, writing rules nobody's used before. I hear the harmony ringing in the open air, painting outside every line. matching the neon gel filters to the lamp. I'm threading the brand new film through the spool. We're debating the exact words for the closing scene, then laugh and rewrite the entire page again. Morning breeze slipping through the window blinds, wide awake and ready for the sun. We're shaping the absolute best design tonight. Best design. Watching the colors blend perfectly clear, writing rules nobody's used before. I hear the harmony ringing in the open air, fading outside every line. We know every piece landing right where it should. This is us. Something real is finally coming through. The draft in the middle of the night. We tie the narrative threads entirely together. Whole world spreading out across the desk. This is only the first chapter. We're shaping the absolute best design tonight. Best design. Watching the colors blend perfectly clear, writing rules nobody's used before. Something real is finally coming through.
Markers bleed through sketchbook pages. We measure precise angles along rooftop edges. LED ones cast purple shadows across concrete walls. You will land focal points inside, you'll find a grid. Hard drives spin fast under demanding workload. We secure lighting mounts directly on an overhead beam. Abstract concepts translate into solid motion. Silent garage bases transform into active sets. This restless focus fuels a late night marathon. The momentum hits, we translate abstract concepts into physical proof. Digital files carry our absolute ambition. Aperture dials click into their final position. We broadcast absolute passion across the open air. Drafting compasses draw our exact trajectory. We sync our heartbeats directly to this heavy rhythm. Our specific aesthetics dominate the entire screen. Cardboard models populate white wooden tables. We balance light meters directly under morning skies. Color swatches organize specific aesthetic choices. You swap camera lens for wider perspectives. Close the panels, drop the bounce and echo instantly. We label storage folders with exact timestamps. Abstract concepts translate into solid motion. Silent garage spaces transform into active sets. This restless focus fuels a late night marathon. The momentum hits, we translate abstract concepts into physical proof. Digital files carry our absolute ambition. Aperture dials click into their final position. We broadcast absolute passion across the open air. Drafting compasses draw our exact trajectory. We sync our heartbeats directly to this heavy rhythm. Our specific aesthetics dominate the entire screen. Pixel by pixel, layer by layer, we calibrate exposure, we define contrast. Nothing left unfinished. Translated concepts into physical proof. Digital files carry our absolute ambition. Aperture dials click into their final position. We broadcast absolute passion across the open air. Drafting compasses draw our exact trajectory. We sync our heartbeats directly to this heavy rhythm. Specific aesthetics dominate the entire screen. Cords into the wall. We're spreading the storyboards across the concrete. Morning sun is hitting the brick facade, entirely ready to bring this into focus. The hard drive is buzzing on the glass desk. We're syncing the visual layers perfectly in time. I look at the exact frame we just created, watching the waveform lock into place. We are chasing the shot before the light fades, watching every color click into place. We're carving a brand new path through the dark. I feel the whole crew catching the same rhythm. We're setting the heavy tripod on the roof. There is nothing holding this crew back tonight, yeah. The entire crew is taking flight. You're swiping through the color palettes on the tablet. I'm tightening the focus ring on the lens. We're arguing over the exact right transition, then compromise and find the perfect cut. Every single take, stacking on the last, running on nothing but caffeine and nerve. The hard drive is buzzing on the glass desk. We're syncing the visual layers perfectly in time. I look at the exact frame we just created, watching the waveform lock into place. We are chasing the shot before the light fades, watching every color click into place. We're carving a brand new path through the dark. I feel the whole crew catching the same rhythm. We're setting the heavy tripod on the roof. There is nothing holding this crew back tonight, yeah. The entire crew is taking flight. Nobody handed us the keys, we made our own. We're writing the script exactly how we want. I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with my team. This is us before it's anyone else's. We are chasing the shot before the light fades, touching every color click into place. We're carving a brand new path through the dark. I feel the whole crew catching the same rhythm. We're setting the heavy tripod on the roof. There is nothing holding this crew back tonight, yeah. The entire crew is taking flight. Precision bites, slice neatly through dense foam core. Laser levels draw straight red lines across concrete floor. Signing quickly saturates heavy matte paper. Mechanical sliders glide smoothly along metal tracks. Translucent sheets diffuse harsh overhead glare. Heavy sandbags secure aluminum stands tightly. Every calculated angle alters visual depth. Optical glass catches ambient light. Color palettes coordinate perfectly. Production kicks into motion. Empty space transforms into one functional set. External strobes fire without a single miss. Harsh shadows scatter behind secondary bounces. Main subjects stand out against pure white drops. Primary bricks lock securely onto fluid heads. Physical layouts execute with incredible accuracy. Proper exposure holds across the whole scene. Acoustic blankets hang quietly from C-stand arms. SDI cables route cleanly along baseboard edges. Matte powder easily reduces harsh facial shine. Pressurized air can't sweep dust off sensitive glass. Safety pins snap directly inside mounting brackets. Quick adjustments cool down high temperatures. Every calculated angle alters visual depth. Optical glass catches ambient light. Color palettes coordinate perfectly. Production kicks into motion. Empty space transforms into one functional set. External strobes fire without a single miss. Harsh shadows scattered behind secondary bounces. Main subjects stand out against pure white drops. Primary plates lock securely onto fluid heads. Physical layouts execute with incredible accuracy. Proper exposure holds across the whole scene. Sharp focus holds steady. Optimal grays apply cleanly. Contrast balances out completely. Everything finds a shape now. Yeah. You wipe the thick glass lens clean with a microfiber cloth. I organize the flash drive strictly by the silver labels. Heavy rain washes down the studio skylight window. You clamp the foam boards tight against the metal door. I type the scene numbers across the wireless keyboard. Every single note resonates right inside the microphone. The vocal track locks into the dialogue perfectly. We trade the notebooks across the folding table. Our shadows dance against the white backdrop. Nod your head to the downbeat. This is the minute. The frequency is totally aligned. Totally aligned. Every single element snaps directly into the center. Our fingerprints live permanently inside the final cut. You pull the raw footage straight out of the dark. The harmonies cut completely through the dead silence. The chemistry amplifies inside this tiny room. The whole mix breathes right through the speakers. You unpack the light stands from the canvas case. I balance the color temperature to match the daylight. We attach the magnetic mount onto the dashboard, then review the playback from the secondary angle. City traffic fades into a quiet background hum. Every detail anchors exactly where it belongs. The vocal track locks into the dialogue perfectly. We trade the notebooks across the folding table. Our shadows dance against the white backdrop. Nod your head to the downbeat. This is the minute. The frequency is totally aligned. Totally aligned. Every single element snaps directly into the center. Our fingerprints live permanently inside the final cut. You pull the raw footage straight out of the dark. The harmonies cut completely mix breeze right through the speakers. Sing a melody straight into the pop filter. Memorize the lines without looking at the page. The frequency rises higher than before. Nod your head to the downbeat. This is the minute the frequency is totally aligned, totally aligned. Every single element snaps directly into the center. Our fingerprints lie permanently inside the final cut. You pull the raw footage straight out of the dark. The harmonies cut completely through the dead silence. The chemistry amplifies inside this tiny room. The whole mix breeze right through the speakers.
Silver laptops heating up on the wooden desk. We're cutting the final clips completely together. You're layering vocal tracks perfect in time. I'm fixing the text overlay for the 100th time. Empty coffee cup stacked high by the screen. We're staring straight into the bright glowing light. Blue rendering bar creeping across the screen. I can hear my own heartbeat in the quiet room. We're holding our breath as the percentage climbs. Get ready for launch. We're sending this wild vision out to the world. Watching the colors finally explode. We built a whole universe in a tiny room. Turning the master volume up so loud. There's no way we're slowing this down. We're stepping right into the brand new light. Yeah, we're hitting upload right now. You're clicking the mouse, finalizing the title. I'm drafting the caption with a shaking hand. We look at each other and start laughing. Exhaustion fading into pure adrenaline. We're launching the signal into the sky. Completely ready for the wave that's coming. A bar creeping across the screen. I can hear my own heartbeat in the quiet room. We're holding our breath as the percentage climbs. Get ready for launch. We're sending this wild vision out to the world. Watching the colors finally explode. We built a whole universe in a tiny room. Turning the master volume up so loud. There's no way we're slowing this down. We're stepping right into the brand new light. Yeah, we're hitting upload right now. We started with an empty timeline, lining up the audio and the frames. We're changing the whole trajectory. Pushing light. Sending this wild vision out to the world. Watching the colors finally explode. We built a whole universe in a tiny room. Turning the master volume up so loud. There's no way we're slowing this down. We're stepping right into the brand new light. Yeah, we're hitting upload right now.
Neon glow spilling across the studio floor. You're aligning the vector shapes on dual monitors. I'm sliding the crossfade to smooth the transition. Pink light from the sign flashing on the glass. We're arranging the comic panels in a perfect grid. Watching the visual layers finally merge. The timeline's out across the display. We're syncing the dialogue directly to the motion. I look at the final sequence playing on a loop, zooming entirely into the frame. We're bringing this wild vision completely to life. Watching the rough draft transform tonight. We're weaving the storyline out of thin air. I feel this whole room leaning into the beat. We're taping down the cable so nobody trips. A whole new story waiting to unfold, yeah. Nobody in this room is holding still. You're calibrating the color profile on the display. I'm matching the texture overlay to the vocal track. We're debating the exact timing of the cut, then slide the clip perfectly into the open slide. Air conditioner humming above the window. 3 coffees deep and we're just getting started. Timeline stretching out across the display. We're syncing the dialogue directly to the motion. I look at the final sequence playing on a loop, zooming entirely into the frame. We're bringing this wild vision completely to life. Watching the rough draft transform tonight. We're weaving the storyline out of thin air. I feel this whole room leaning into the beat. We're taping down the cable so nobody trips. A whole new story waiting to unfold, yeah. Nobody in this room is holding still. Nobody's rushing, we let the scene breathe. We're moving the anchor points exactly where they belong. Nobody in the circle works alone. Hit play and watch it all connect. We're bringing this wild vision completely to life. Watching the rough draft transform tonight. We're weaving the storyline out of thin air. I feel this whole room leaning into the beat. We're taping down the cable so nobody trips. A whole new story waiting to unfold, yeah. Nobody in this room is holding still.
Tearing the masking tape straight from my teeth. You're marking the concrete floor with pink chalk. I'm pointing the flashlight through the glass prism. We're sorting the fabric swatches by the coolest shade. Midnight train rattling the studio windows. I'm arranging the neon notes on the clearboard. Every scrap of color has a place to land. The angles are shifting right inside the thick lens. I look at everything aligning in the center. Everything clicks in a frame. We're stitching every scrap into one story. One story. Watching the spectrum scatter across the room. We're walking directly into the open lane. I feel the gravity pulling us entirely close. Turning total chaos into something clean. Every single piece is snapping into line right here. The whole floor is finally glowing. We spread the film negatives out on the rug. We organize the timeline scene by scene. I'm passing the notes directly to you. Hold it steady right there, yeah. You're balancing the velvet chair, I'm the center mark. I'm adjusting the collar on the vintage jacket. We're writing dialogue in the margins of the page. Then swap the wide lens to get a tighter angle. Dawn breeze blowing through the open garage door. Laughing at the absolute chaos around us. We're stitching every scrap into one story. One story. Watching the spectrum scatter across the room. We're walking directly into the open lane. I feel the gravity pulling us entirely close. Turning total chaos into something clean. Every single piece is snapping into line right here. The whole floor is finally glowing.
MacBook screen glowing in the dark room. We're zooming into the slice of life scene. You're picking out the perfect text overlay. I'm adjusting the color balance on the frame. We're completely ignoring the clock on the wall, locked into this one specific moment. 50s comic aesthetic lined up just right. We're bringing the still frames into the light. I look at the timeline stretching across the glass. Push the render button now. We're exporting the absolute master file. Watching the colors run entirely wild. We're building a brand new empire tonight. I see the bright future stepping into the light. Turning the audio tracks all the way up. There's no stopping this incoming wave. Yeah, we're launching it into the digital sky. You're mixing the background audio just right. I'm smoothing out the harsh visual cuts. We're clicking the mouse, finalizing the grid, laughing at a mess of this looks. Empty coffee mug sitting by the keyboard. We're running purely on the neon glow. 50s comic aesthetic lined up just right. We're bringing the still frames into the light. I look at the timeline stretching across the glass. Push the render button now. We're exporting the absolute master file. Watching the colors run entirely wild. We're building a brand new empire tonight. I see the bright future stepping into the light. Turning the audio tracks all the way up. There's no stopping this incoming wave. Yeah, we're launching it into the digital sky. We don't need a massive corporate stage. We're changing the world from a wooden desk. I'm watching the progress bar hit the end. Open the folder up. We're exporting the absolute master file. Watching the colors run entirely wild. We're building a brand new empire tonight. I see the bright future stepping into the light. Turning the audio tracks all the way up. There's no stopping this incoming wave. Yeah, we're launching it into the digital sky. We're launching it into the digital sky.
Yeah, yeah. Sweeping the gray dust off the warehouse floor. You're smoothing the blueprints on the hood of the car. I'm aiming the projector at the white brick wall. We're folding cardboard models into tiny buildings. Dawn light creeping across the metal roof. I'm focusing the lens right on the center mark. Every wall in this warehouse is covered now. We're mapping the coordinates in a straight line. I trace the main route with a thick blue marker. Watch the scale expand. We're crossing the borders into a city that doesn't exist yet. Throwing the whole blueprint up on the wall. We're charting completely uncharted territory today. I feel this whole warehouse start to shake. We're sprinting straight past everything we knew. Every corner of this plan is locked in. This is it. Everything we drew is coming true. Yeah, you're mixing the colored dyes and plastic trays. I'm testing the mic feedback in the empty hall. We're sorting the wardrobe pieces by the bright shades. Then pin the fabric samples to the giant mood board. Morning traffic coming far away from here. Wide awake and chasing the sunrise down. We draw the lines on a massive paper roll. We trace the angles exactly to the edge. I hand the blue marker directly to the borders into a city that doesn't exist yet. Throwing the whole blueprint up on the wall. We're charting completely uncharted territory. Today I feel this whole warehouse start to shake. We're sprinting straight past everything we knew. Every corner of this plan is locked in. This is it. Everything we drew is coming true. Everything we do is coming true. I'm kicking the old paint cans out of the way. You're taping the rough sketches right to the wall. Concrete floor is freezing cold tonight. We're stringing the extension cords by the open door. Camera batteries flashing green and ready. I'm pointing the lens straight at your face. Nobody's checking their phone anymore. We're speaking the exact same language now. I look around at the crew standing in a circle. Hit the record button. We're turning the garage into our own arena. Watching the render frames line up perfectly. We're painting the blank canvas entirely new. I see the whole crew catching the same fire. We're turning the heavy studio spotlight on. Everybody's locked in, nobody's holding back. Yeah, the entire crew is ready to go. The timeline's filling up incredibly fast. You're cutting the visual frames perfectly tight. We're arguing about the color grade on screen and find the exact balance in the shadows. Midnight air rushing through the open window. I'm saving the final file to the main drive. Nobody checking their phone anymore. We're speaking the exact same language now. I look around at the crew standing in a circle. Hit the record button. We're turning the garage into our own arena. Watching the render frames line up perfectly. We're painting the blank canvas entirely new. I see the whole crew catching the same fire. We're turning the heavy studio spotlight on. Everybody's locked in, nobody's holding back. Yeah, the entire crew is ready to go. Nobody signed us up. We just showed up anyway. We got the blueprints right on this table. I'm pushing the start button right now. Counting 2, 3. To our own arena. Watching the render frames line up perfectly. We're painting the blank canvas entirely new. I see the whole crew catching the same fire. We're turning the heavy studio spotlight on. Everybody's locked in, nobody's holding back. Yeah, the entire crew is ready to go. The entire crew is ready to go. Yeah. I dropped the heavy canvas bag right on the rug. You're taping Pantone Chips directly to the glass. We pass the silver hard drive across the table. I'm unrolling the white backdrop across the floor. Early morning haze is clearing out completely. Entirely ready to execute the plan. The subway train is rumbling beneath our feet. We're sorting through the Polaroid spread on the rug.
organizing the storyboards in a line. I'm adjusting the focus ring on the lens. We're laughing at a joke nobody else understands. Then get back to making the transition smooth. Extension reels tangled up in the corner, entirely running on inside jokes and momentum. The subway train is rumbling beneath our feet. We're sorting through the Polaroid spread on the rug. I look at the rough drafts coming together, counting down from 5 right now. We're stacking every color exactly right, exactly right. Catching the perfect angle today. We're racing the light before it disappears. I see the destination arriving fast. We're holding the absolute spark in our hands. There is nothing standing in front of us now, yeah. The vision is finally taking shape. We're trusting the compass entirely today. We're drawing the map exactly how we want. I'm standing next to the absolute best crew. We are proving the vision's real. Stacking every color exactly right, exactly right. Catching the perfect angle today. We're racing the light before it disappears. I see the destination arriving fast. We're holding the absolute spark in our hands. There is nothing standing in front of us now, yeah. The vision is finally taking shape. Yeah. The entire world is listening now. The blue light of the monitors humming, you're slicing the raw footage perfectly in half. I'm aligning the vocal layers right over the beat. We're balancing the frequencies in the dark room. The upload bar is crawling second by second. I'm chasing every detail till it's right. The retention graph is pointing straight up now. We're reading the comments, arriving in real time. I look at the numbers glowing on the screen, watching the whole dashboard light up green. We're launching the signal into the open sky. I'm watching the heavy barriers entirely break. We're turning this bedroom into a launch pad. I can feel the whole room about to lift off. We're sharing the exact same wavelength tonight. There's no putting this feeling back in the box, yeah. The entire world is listening now. You're organizing the cluster of keywords. I'm adjusting the shadows on the thumbnail frame. We're optimizing every detail on the screen. Then step back and look at the flawless design. Notifications buzzing on the nightstand. I'm entirely ready for the incoming rush. The retention graph is pointing straight up now. We're reading the comments, arriving in real time. I look at the numbers glowing on the screen, watching the whole dashboard light up green. We're launching the signal into the open sky. I'm watching the heavy barriers entirely break. We're turning this bedroom into a launch pad. I can feel the whole room about to lift off. We're sharing the exact same wavelength tonight. There's no putting this feeling back in the box, yeah. The entire world is listening now. We're creating the rules from absolute scratch. Nobody's gatekeeping this moment but us. I'm hitting the enter key with my right hand. Watch the numbers rise. Rising the signal into the open sky. I'm watching the heavy barriers entirely break. We're turning this bedroom into a launch pad. I can feel the whole room about to lift off. Sharing the exact same wavelength tonight. There's no putting this feeling listening now. The entire world is listening now. Orange extension cord running across the roof. You're aiming the projector at the empty brick wall. We're sitting on folding chairs in the cold night air, watching the rough cut of the footage we shot today. Colors are bleeding soft into the dark, and I already know we're onto something real. Traffic down below is humming low and slow. We're speaking in a language no one else can hear. I'm watching the timeline glow on the laptop screen. Press play, play again. We're projecting the vision right onto the wall, watching the shadows grow 10 feet tall. Built this whole thing with our own two hands, tearing up every one of the old plans. These late night hours are slipping by so fast. We're making a moment that's built to last. Yeah, the lights cutting through the dark. The lights cutting through the dark. You're typing notes straight into your phone. I'm turning the focus ring on the lens. We're laughing at the mistakes we made at noon. Every little slip turns into the perfect scene. We don't have a big budget to spend, but I'm happy with exactly what we've got. Traffic down below is humming low and slow. We're speaking in a language no one else can hear. I'm watching the timeline glow on the laptop screen. Press play, play again. We're projecting the vision right onto the wall, watching the shadows grow 10 feet tall. Built this whole thing with our own two hands, tearing up every one of the old plans. These late night hours are slipping by so fast. We're making a moment that's built to last. Yeah, the lights cutting through the dark. It doesn't need to be flawlessly clean, and it just has to mean something to us. I'm watching the final render complete. Turn the volume up. We're projecting the vision right onto the wall, watching the shadows grow 10 feet tall. Built this whole thing with our own two hands, tearing up every one of the old plans. These late night hours are slipping by so fast. We're making a moment that's built to last. Yeah, the lights cutting through the dark. The lights cutting through the dark. The lights cutting through the dark. Yeah. Peeling the silver gaffer tape off the concrete floor. You're angling the reflector to catch the fading sun. I'm writing the exact time codes on a yellow notepad. We're untangling the audio cords by the heavy door. Blue hours slowly washing over the skyline. I'm checking the battery levels on the wireless mic, standing right where the blue hour hits the glass. The neon billboard across the street flashing green. I look at the monitor and see the focus snap clear, watching the focus lock into place. We are steering this wild idea straight through the night, watching the tracking shot move completely flawlessly. We're turning scattered notes into one clear shot. I see this whole night falling into place. Nobody second guessing what we built. Everybody here is moving in perfect time. Yeah, this whole story finally matching the waveform perfectly to the dialogue. I'm adjusting the color grade to match the evening sky. We're discussing the focal length for the closing scene, then swap the wide lens for a tighter pull. Script pages fluttering in the cool breeze. Fifth hour in and nobody wants to stop. Standing bright where the blue hour hits the glass. The neon billboard across the street flashing green. I look at the monitor and see the focus snap clear. Watching the focus lock into place. We are steering this wild idea straight through the night. Through the night. Watching the tracking shot move completely flawlessly. We're turning scattered notes into one clear shot. I see this whole night falling into place. Nobody second guessing what we build. Everybody here is moving in perfect time. Yeah, this whole story finally comes alive. We're drawing a brand new map right on this glass. Well, we're proving every single theory completely right. I'm looking around the circle of brilliant minds. Everybody hold your position. We are steering this wild idea straight through the night. Watching the tracking shot move completely flawlessly. We're turning scattered notes into one clear shot. I see this whole night falling into place. Nobody second guessing what we build. Everybody here is moving in perfect time. Yeah, this whole story finally comes alive. Yeah. Yeah. The protective film peels away from the clear acrylic board. Hair gets tied back for the upcoming tracking shot. A fresh memory card clicks into the side slot. Sparkling water sits in a glass bottle on the desk. Cool breeze moves through the open balcony door. The light and gel slides into the metal frame. Focus the lens manually, blur the background out. Match the color grading to the afternoon sun. Group all the audio files into a single folder. Sync the metadata right now. The narrative shifts completely into a different gear. Every single layer finds its own right place. The messy timeline turns into one clean thread. The conversation sparks an entirely different angle. The whole preview window snaps into color. A brand new mood takes over everything here. The passion translates perfectly onto the monitor screen. Tripod legs snap firmly onto the concrete balcony. A quick adjustment fixes the audio peak and issue script pages shuffle rapidly between two hands. White balance calibrates strictly to the daylight. A quiet confidence settles over the whole room. The visual aesthetic speaks entirely for itself. Focus the lens manually, blur the background out. Match the color grading to the afternoon sun. Group all the audio files into a single folder. Sync the metadata right now. The narrative shifts completely into a different gear. Every single layer finds its own right place. The messy timeline turns into one clean thread. The conversation sparks an entirely different angle. The whole preview window snaps into color. A brand new mood takes over everything here. The passion translates perfectly onto the monitor screen. Pass the style and notes across the wooden table. Check the reflection in the circular mirror. Yeah. Swap the wide angle for a prime lens. The final edit clear. stairs. I'm plugging the bright lights into the wall. This whole space is empty right now, but we already see the crowd in our minds, yeah. This quiet room is buzzing with a heavy pulse. I look at you and the hesitation drives. We're standing right on the edge of the map. Hit the main switch, we're lighting up the empty stage tonight. Watching all the colors come alive. We're building a whole world from the ground. I hear the future make a thunderous sound. We're pushing every fader to the top. There's no way in hell we're gonna stop, yeah. These bright lights are pointing right at us. Camera batteries charging on the sill. You're drawing a blueprint on the whiteboard. We argue about the perfect angle, then compromise and land the perfect shot. Coffee's gone cold in the paper cup. We're running on nothing but adrenaline. This quiet room is buzzing with a heavy pulse. I look at you and the hesitation drops. We're standing right on the edge of the map. Hit the main switch, lighting up the empty stage tonight. Watching all the colors come alive. We're building a whole world from the ground. I hear the future make a thunderous sound. We're pushing every fader to the top. There's no way in hell we're gonna stop, yeah. These bright lights are pointing right at us. We're not waiting for an invitation to arrive. We're kicking the heavy doors open ourselves. I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with my team. The electricity's rushing in. Lighting up the empty stage tonight. Watching all the colors come alive. We're building a whole world from the ground. I hear the future make a thunderous sound. We're pushing every fader to the top. There's no way in hell we're gonna stop, yeah. These bright lights are pointing right at us. The bright ring light reflecting on the glass window. You're mapping the entire timeline. The whiteboard, I'm dragging the 3D models into the center frame. We're working straight through the heavy midnight hours. Cardboard pizza box shoved under the desk, running purely on momentum and no sleep. The city's waking up right below our feet. Morning sun is hitting the tall buildings. I look at the glow monitor in the center, watching the timestamp hit 6 a.m. We're bringing the massive dream into the light, into the light, into the light. Watching the heavy wireframes entirely build. We're taking a massive leap into the clear blue. I feel the whole sky opening wide. We're redrawing the map as we go. There's no talking this feeling back down, yeah. We are floating right past the finish line, finish line. You're adjusting the shadows on the digital render. I'm syncing the audio perfectly to the motion. We're laughing at the absolute scale of this project. Then step back and watch the animation play. Every single frame stacking into one, entirely ready for the world to see. City's waking up right below our feet. Morning sun is hitting the tall buildings. I look at the glow monitor in the center, watching the timestamp hit 6 a.m. We're bringing the massive dream into the light, into the light, into the light. Watching the heavy wireframes entirely build. We're taking a massive leap into Noticing voices debate the upcoming scene. 2 pairs of hands align the heavy monitor. A dozen storyboard sketches detail the camera movement. 3 layers of diffusion soften the harsh glare. 45 degrees of tilt removes the overhead shadow. 50 millimeters of focal length flattens the visual field. 20 hertz of background noise filters out completely. 5 gigabytes of raw data transfer every minute. 100% battery capacity powers the gimbal unit. Not one frame lost. 1,000 individual pixels resolve the sharpest detail. 300 degrees of movement unlocks a dynamic angle. 24 frames per second simulate the natural motion. 30 feet of metal raw provides a seamless journey. 12 hours of intense focus generate an exact match. 6 independent audio channels capture the ambient laughter. 1 singular timestamp anchors the entire day. 7 different wardrobe options hang on the metal rack. 2 backup memory cards sit on the wooden desk. 8 continuous hours yield a perfect color grade. 15 individual clips merge into a single sequence. 90 seconds of runtime require a tight arrangement. 4 separate LED panels replicate the morning sun. 20 hertz of background noise filters out completely. 5 gigabytes of raw data transfer every minute. 100% battery capacity powers the gimbal unit. Not one frame lost. 1,000 individual pixels resolve the sharpest detail. 300 degrees of movement unlocks a dynamic angle. 24 frames per second simulate the natural motion. 30 feet of metal rail provides a seamless journey. 12 hours of intense focus generate an exact match. 6 independent audio channels capture the ambient laughter. 1 singular timestamp anchors the entire day. Millions of digital calculations process the visual effect. Thousands of audio frequencies balance the dialogue track. Hundreds of minor adjustments refine the overall pacing. Ready to premiere.
Laptop screens are glowing, only light we've got. Paper spread out wide across the concrete there. Midnight wind keeps blowing through this open space, and you're tracing new roads with a shaky red pen. Yellow street lights blinking way down below, electric current running right through mine. All the hesitation washing away. We're staring straight into the wide open sky. Every piece is finally falling in place. Brace for the impact. We're stepping right over the edge of the night. All its ideas to the light. I look at you and the fear is finally gone. We're building an empire before the dawn. This whole city stretched out under our feet, jumping straight into the bright unknown. Spark is lit, passing cold coffee cups around a circle. You flip to a fresh new page in the sketchbook. We're talking too fast, we barely even breathe, connecting the dots we never saw before. Clock on the wall just hit 3 a.m. wide awake now, ready to move. All the hesitation washing away. We're staring straight into the wide open sky. Every piece is finally falling in place. Brace for the impact. We're stepping right over the edge of the night. Walk there's ideas to the light. I look at you and the fear is finally gone. We're building an empire before the dawn. This whole city stretched out under our feet, jumping straight into the bright unknown. spark is lit. No, there's no going back to normal now. We cracked open that heavy iron door. I'm grabbing your hand here in the dark. Let the lightning strike. We're stepping right over the edge of the night, overwhelmed by the ideas to the light. I look at you and the fear is finally gone. We're building an empire before the dawn. This whole city stretched out under our feet, jumping straight into the bright unknown. Oh, the spark is lit.
Adjusting the metal barn doors, the Rex, the bright spill, wiping the camera sensor, removes the tiny dust, loading the fresh battery pack, powers the main rig, applying the thick gaffer tape, secures the paper sweep, revolving the raw audio, isolates the background hum, comparing the color profiles, guarantees the exact match. One tiny pixel matters here. Every minor tweak matters. Every careful angle works. The sequence starts. Finding the perfect rhythm connects the entire room. Solving the logic riddle brings us sudden joy. Sharing the reference track sparks a better thought. Matching the visual tone completes the atmosphere. Completing the early draft proves the concept works. Blending the different styles creates a unique groove. Replacing the blown fuse restores the studio light. Swapping the heavy prime lens widens the optical field. Positioning the wide bounce card catches the morning ray. Flipping the script pages locates the missing dialogue. Scrolling the timeline track scrubs through the interview. Formatting the hard drive provides a clean slate. Securing the tripod plate stabilizes the high shot. One tiny pixel matters here. Every minor tweak matters. Every careful angle works. The sequence starts. Finding the perfect rhythm connects the entire room. Solving the logic riddle brings us sudden joy. Sharing the reference track sparks a better thought. Matching the visual tone completes the atmosphere. Completing the early draft proves the concept works. Blending the different styles creates a unique groove. Replacing the blown fuse restores the studio light. Analyzing the data sharpens the whole plan. Evaluating the lighting reveals the missing piece. Reviewing the storyboard ties the ending down. Finding the rhythm brings the session to its peak. Finding the perfect rhythm connects the entire room. Solving the logic riddle brings us sudden joy. Sharing the reference track sparks a better thought. Matching the visual tone completes the atmosphere. Completing the tripod, the teleprompter glass angles precisely. Along the boom pole, the phone cover blocks the ambient wind. Across the tablet interface, the hex codes match the wardrobe. Under the softbox canopy, a smooth gradient washes the wall. Between the tall light stands, a seamless backdrop unrolls through the viewfinder. The exposure completely balances. Before the initial take, the room falls completely silent. Beyond the heavy studio door, the afternoon traffic disappears. Without a single spoken word, the timing synchronizes perfectly. The recording process commences. Around this calibrated display, a hidden layer emerges. Inside this digital timeline, the scattered clips finally make sense. Behind the thick studio glass, a loud cheer breaks the quiet. Above the mixing console, the lights rapidly dance through this specific lens. An unexpected angle shines throughout the editing session. A sudden breakthrough happens within these four walls. The answer arrives. Over the flat monitor, the map protector adheres smoothly. Behind the primary camera, the focal length shifts to 50. Alongside the script binder, a pink highlighter marks the revisions. Beneath the ceiling grid, the track lights pivot toward the center. Across the audio interface, the signal stays stable. Inside the wireless receiver, the connection stays remarkably clear. Before the initial take, the room falls completely silent. Beyond the heavy studio door, the afternoon traffic disappears. Without a single spoken word, the timing synchronizes perfectly. The recording process commences. Around this calibrated display, a hidden layer emerges. Inside this digital timeline, the scattered clips finally make sense. Behind the thick studio glass, a loud cheer breaks the quiet. Above the mixing console, the lights rapidly dance through the specific lens. An unexpected angle shines throughout the editing session. A sudden breakthrough happens within these four walls. The answer arrives. Past the final revision into the rendering phase. Beyond the expected result, everything finally makes sense. Around this calibrated display, a hidden layer emerges. Inside this digital timeline, the scattered clips finally make sense. Behind the thick studio glass, a loud cheer breaks the quiet. Above the mixing console, the lights rapidly dance through the specific lens. An unexpected angle shines throughout the editing session. A sudden breakthrough happens within these four walls. The answer arrives.
Bring the screen closer. Bring the screen closer. Sitting on the rooftop, concrete at midnight. You're dragging the raw footage into the timeline. I'm matching the color palette on the bright screen. We're sipping cold iced tea from plastic cups. The whole city's fast asleep below us, but I'm wide awake and ready to work. Wind is blowing, the sketchbook's open wide. We're lining up every pixel just right. I watch the masterpiece forming in the dark. Turn the brightness all the way up. We're bringing the graphic layout to life. Watching the heavy shadows disappear. We're building a brand new world right here. I see the bright future. adjusting the vintage comic aesthetic. I'm mixing the audio to fit the mood. We argue over the exact right typography, then find the perfect balance on the page. Yellow street lights humming in the distance. I'm saving the project to the main drive. Oh, wind is blowing, the sketchbook's open wide. We're lining up every pixel just right. I watch the masterpiece forming in the dark, turn the brightness all the way up. We're bringing the graphic layout to life, watching the heavy shadows disappear. We're building a brand new world right here. I see the bright future, incredibly clear. We're pushing every boundary tonight. There's no ceiling standing in our way. Yeah, we're hitting the final export. We don't need a massive corporate studio. We got everything we need on this flat roof. I'm pointing the camera straight at the skyline, capturing the exact vibe. We're bringing the graphic layout to life, watching the heavy shadows disappear. We're building a brand new world right here. I see the bright future, incredibly clear. We're pushing every boundary tonight. There's no ceiling standing in our way. Yeah, we're hitting the final export.
Tighten the hex screws on the heavy camera rig. Slide the battery pack directly into the side grip. Angle the white bounce boards toward the ceiling. Spread the drafting paper across the round table. Measure the focal length before the daylight shifts. Check the audio receiver for any static interference. When the angle drops, adjust the mechanical tilt. When the shadows fall, reflect the artificial light. When the audio peaks, lower the microphone gain. Trust the exposure now. Every raw take turns into pure emotion. The visual sequence radiates the summer heat. A different perspective completely alters the scale. This exact moment hits harder than expected. The aesthetic immediately shifts into overdrive. Every gear in this room is turning at once. Nothing here is out of time anymore. Attach the plastic propellers to the drone body. Hover the lens slightly above the concrete layout. Monitor the sound levels on the tablet screen. Review the revised script pages in the strong breeze. Sort the color swatches directly across the dashboard.